Well, prior to joining the OAA, I was a farmers insurance captive agent.
I had been in the agency business for a number of years before and sold an agency. Went to work for the company that bought the agency, had a 2-year contract.
It's me and 2 other partners. We've got 2 guys that came from captive agencies, and then I was actually brand new to insurance.
I was an all-state agent for 17 years, and I left them June of 2007 to become a member of OAA. It was $800,000 was the size of my all-state agency.
I'd say the size of our agency was roughly $450,000.
About $1,500,000 respectively, so about 1.5 between the 2 of them.
The most important part of being a member of OAA, to me, is the feeling of being in a family, so to speak. I like the small group settings. Everybody knows each other.
I talk to the OAA, probably on a weekly basis for one reason or another, and just the support that we get from the staff inside the office.
I think it's important to realize that it's not just you out there as a member of the OAA. I think you have to realize that you're in partners with every agency that's out there.
It boils down to this: the companies look at all of the 50+ agencies within OAA as one group.
The A++ rated companies, not your little mom and pop, little bitty guys that's out there like your Phoenixes and things like that, but having the preferred names, Travelers and Hanover and Hartford and the preferred companies behind you.
And if you have a very good year and you write a lot of business and it's profitable and you increase the amount of business that you write, you're increasing that amount of business for everyone.
It just gives us more protection as to saving our contracts or protection with one big loss that could, they could cut our contract. It gives a little bit more credibility, a little more protection.
Challenging. I had a blast the first 6 months, although it was very stressful.
As in any new project or any new business, it was a learning experience.
You had to learn all the websites, you had to learn a new agency management system.
We had the support of the people in this office to help us with transitioning into that new style or new type of model.
As far as the sales side, actually was considerably better than when we were with farmers because of the product availability, the competitiveness of the products that we're offering our clients.
We're writing a lot of business. We had great rates, and so it was very easy for us all to be very successful really quickly as far as beating other people's rates.
The next 12 months, we know the websites, we know the technology side of things.
After I got through the first year, it was like old hat to me. It was fine.
I think there's a comfort with their systems, with how to quote, how to make changes, how to issue policies, how to submit payments.
The more carriers we signed up with and contracted with, I think it became a more workable solution for everybody, and it's gradually and over the years has become more advantageous to be in the alliance.
The one thing that I heard about OAA that I realized was not true after the first few months was I was told that we were required to do a certain amount, in other words, quotas. I found that to be untrue.
One thing that we'd always heard when we first started investigating the OAA was that obviously there's a fee involved in becoming a member. With any membership, there's always a fee involved. And one of the misconceptions that were out there about the OAA was that they're going to charge you all this money in a fee, and then you're going to have to pay them all this money on a monthly basis to where you're not going to make any money whatsoever, period. And my findings on that was, within the first full 12 months of becoming a member of the OAA, we more than paid back the initial fee and bonus money that we received from the companies. I didn't have to write one single life insurance policy, which is a requirement with farmers to get bonuses. And so, yeah, there's a monthly fee, but our income far outweighs what we're having to give back to the OAA in a membership fee.
The bonuses.
The bonuses.
Definitely the bonuses.
We receive bonuses from every company. From $1, my first 6 months, my first 3 months with OAA, I got a bonus check.
I mean, if you looked at our agency, it would take us anywhere from, it just depends on the company, but 5 to 20 years to make the same type of bonuses that we do with OAA each year, just because of the power of the group.
What I can do with OAA that I could not do with Allstate would be to basically diversify things. I can spread business across the board and not just one company.
There's just so many different reasons why having more companies makes a lot of sense. More losses with some companies, better premiums with some companies, better coverage with some companies.
You know, if a customer comes in and we're too high on that particular quote that we're running, we're not out of the ball game. We've got the option to roll it to a different company. You know, quote several other companies to get competitive to where we do in fact write the business.
The biggest thing that OAA has helped me with has been the training.
Getting company contracts was probably number one, the first thing they helped us do.
One of the best things of joining the Alliance is the fact that you can get contracts with the carriers, and through everybody working together, speaking of the agents working together to increase your volumes and hit your commitment needs and protect those loss ratios, I think it's a huge advantage to somebody just going out and starting a scratch agency.
Absolutely not. I wholeheartedly believe that the OAA has gotten us to where we are today in volume size, in income, and everything that we do.
We probably would have struggled until we determined that we needed an entity like OAA to help us go. Because it's, as I said earlier, it's tough to start a scratch agency today. You don't get a lot of people to sign up, and you end up with carriers that probably aren't going to be able to do a lot of the things that you need to do.
We were able to get contracts quickly with a lot of different carriers. We were able to have instant credibility with those carriers, and so I think the underwriting became easier. I think we learned the systems quicker through a little bit of their training.
I wouldn't be anywhere near I am without OAA. It would be impossible.